Hi, welcome everyone. I'm Rebecca, and thanks for coming to our May monthly meetup for the Flock XR community. In this first section, it's going to be recorded for YouTube, and then we stop recording so that we can have a chat at the end. And that on the screen there, you can see, is a project that Liz has made, and it's got all three of us working on Flock XR, which we think is quite a cute little animation. And now I'm going to pass over to Tracy for some project highlights.
Thanks, Rebecca. So each month I highlight some of my favourite projects. So this month we had some amazing projects from primary school children at the Royal Institution in London, where I ran a computer science masterclass. They were really creative, with lots of children finding and using blocks that went way beyond the activity. Sound and animation were really popular. So I'm not able to show you those projects, but I've chosen two to show you. So I've chosen Rebecca's fab glass cone project, which shows how you can use Flock XR to make really hyper-local projects. And then Liz's animation on the right, which you saw in the introduction, which introduces the three creators of Flock XR. So I think I'm there at the back. I've just headed over to my computer. So there we go. Over to you, Liz. Oh, no, hang on. I've got another one. Sorry, that's my mistake. Okay, so we're really pleased to have started work on our second NLNet Foundation project to develop the user experience and interaction design for keyboard, touchscreen and mobile use. The project has just begun and will run through to October. To deliver this grant, we're collaborating with software developer Laura Satch and lived experience digital accessibility consultant Danny Watson. And now, over to you, Liz.
Cheers. Okay, so now it's time for the feature spotlight. So this month I thought I'd focus on two very specific blocks. So the first is the attach block, and we see people using this to place like hats and helmets on characters, or to show them like holding items such as coins or keys. But I really like this use too. So in the video, the character has an arrow pointing at them from above their head, and it's really great for like highlighting non-player characters that you can interact with. Brilliant for like narration driven games. And then the second block is the UI slider block. So there's some great settings for this block. You can change the position, the range, the size, the colors, just make it really like unique and intuitive as well. We've seen this used to control things like light intensity and scale, but the video in the example I'm really loving is where the slider controls the camera rotation. So this is great if you've got like a 3D world and you want the user to explore it at their own pace, but like from a static central position. So that's quite neat. And I just want to quickly remind you on the next slide, that's it. So we've now moved to release 1 of Flock XR. So all the main links point at that version. If you're interested in following along with the NL network that Tracy just mentioned, that's release 2. So you can access that from flockxr.com and then go into the About menu and choosing versions. And in that same space, that's where you can also find release 0. So if you miss it, you want to be nostalgic, or if you've got a really old project that won't be compatible with release 1, whatever you want to do, we've got you covered. You can go to flockxr.com about and then choose versions, and they're all there. Okay, right. I'm going to hand over to Rebecca now to talk about what's next.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, we did launch this last meetup with you. We've now got a date. So on the 10th of June, you'll be able to register as a reader of the Flick Computing magazine, which is very exciting. And you will receive a digital copy straight to your inbox. And the magazine is really cool. We've got a really great community that have contributed to different articles for that. And we're really grateful for them. Really inclusive educators that have told us about their perspectives, not just on Flock XR, but on other areas of computing as well. And it's going to be a really useful reference point, I think, for your desk. So you're going to want to dip in and out of it for a while. And you'll be able to get that physical copy if you come to the conferences and you come and speak to us at those conferences. So I think I say that on the next slide where you'll be able to see us. So anyone can get the digital copy by registering as a reader, but if you see it as a conference, you're going to get a physical copy as well, which is quite cool. Then the other thing is the pilots are almost finished. So stage 4 is done, which is quite exciting. So that's finished already, and then stage 3 and 6 finish just after half term, and then we've got stage 9 just follows the week after. So we're almost there with wrapping up on the entire Coding 3D Worlds pathway, which has been a long labor of love, but we're getting there. And then once it's finished, we'll go through and action all the feedback, and then we'll start recording so that we can launch it, available for launch by September 2026. Might be a little bit earlier. It depends on our workload at the end of the day. We'll see where we get to with that. And these are those conferences. So if you have a look at those dates and those locations, this is where you'll be able to pick up your physical copy of Flip Computing magazine, which is quite fun. So if you are near and about any of those, do come and say hello, and you'll get a physical copy, as long as stocks last, obviously, because they will run out at some point. So yeah, it's really exciting. I don't know why I've moved it. I've moved the magazine. I had it next to me. Here it is in my hands. But yeah, it does look really, really cool. So before we move to the Q&A, I wanted to remind you of the 3 ways to stay up to date on all things Flock XR. So we've got a mailing list and a newsletter that you can get access to. I think it's every month, and Liz will correct me if I've got wrong, but yeah, okay, it's every month that we get the newsletter. We also have this really cool Discord community which you can join, and obviously the monthly meetups that you're seeing now. So these are all completely free spaces where you can ask us questions and share ideas, and the community is growing all the time, and we'd love you to be part of it. So that ends the recorded part for YouTube, and hopefully we'll see you in person for the June session. So do make sure you sign up. We'll put the link below on YouTube so that you can sign up for the next one, because it really is worth it, because you get to chat with us and ask any questions you want about Flock XR, and we can give you feedback, you can give us feedback, and we can help each other out, and you can talk to other people in the community. So it's definitely worth coming to that. So thank you for watching.